Heart to Heart is an organization. We do our work at Christmas time. We give a box of food to every family based on their family size, as well as a gift to every child under age 18.
The mission of Heart to Heart is to make sure that no child is left without a present under the Christmas tree and no family is left without food on the table. The local radio station, Brad Strootman, had recognized an opportunity, saw a need for this.
Every year our program is reaching about 600 families, and now we're in the area of maybe 1,100 to 1,200 children each year. A young man by the name of Andy Lee, who was working in Marshall at the time, called with a challenge. And he said that the company where he worked would match dollar for dollar any donations to the food shelf. And in about 2 hours' time, I think we raised like $1,800. And we were overwhelmed by the response. We got in the car and we're driving up to our family for Christmas, and we're talking about this, how quickly and how easily the community responded to this plea. We recognize that one of the reasons is it was Christmas Eve and people are moved. The spirit of the holiday, the story of the birth of Christ, it moves people. And that's how it started. That first Christmas of 1986, I believe we provided a food box for something like 480 families and gifts for 700 and some children.
I began my organization, I guess my association with the organization, as a gift wrapper. My company that I work for, we pay a volunteer day where we can come down and we can support a local charity, and our work will actually pay a full day of our wages for that, for our time at the volunteer, and we don't have to use our vacation time for it. So I was there, I was wrapping gifts the first year, and I thought it was pretty inspiring to see all of the presents that were out there. Like, there were tables, rows upon tables of gifts, bags sorted, boxes of food, everything from a can of corn to a box of mashed potatoes to a turkey. So they were getting everything that they needed for that food box. And I wanted to learn more about it, so I actually came back that following Saturday to the distribution day, and that's where I really saw the magic happen. That was when I was bit. I knew I wanted to be involved with it.
And we started at the Armory on a Monday, and by that Saturday we're doing distribution. So we walk into an empty Armory, and by Saturday at 4 o'clock everything's empty again. We have some people line up volunteer drivers, where those drivers will do deliveries to the elderly and the disabled. We've got people who come in and they sort gifts. So they're sorting into the age groups. We try to do a specific amount per gift, and that means combining smaller gifts to make a bigger gift sometimes. And then they're separated into age groups and either boys or girls. We've got people who come in and wrap. We've got people who, kind of in the initial planning stages, different people have they set up different volunteer things. One of us lines up the Schwann's guy who brings in the boxes that we pack our food in. We've got so many businesses that jump in and help us out and give different, whether it's toys or food or cash, or they're sending their employees over to volunteer their time. We've got the elementary kids that make ornaments and those a lot of times go in the elderly boxes or the family boxes. So there's just so many roles. I mean, just options.
My favorite moment of Heart to Heart, and my experience with Heart to Heart, is always going to be around the children. Seeing everywhere from the children that are receiving their gifts, they can see their box and they can have food, and then they also see the gifts sticking out of the top and they want to look at it right now, but they have to wait till Christmas. But it also has to do with the kids that are helping out. I'm very involved with the tours, and when we have 4th grade and 3rd grade students coming from all of the various elementary schools, we'll take them around a tour, and we'll have them visit all of the different stations. So they'll see all the gift wrapping, the sorting, the boxes of foods, and then we'll take them to the peanut bags where they've actually hand painted the bags. So we'll say, "Have you seen these? Does this look familiar?" And then their eyes will light up and they'll say, "I did that one."
A lot of our support comes in checks for $20, $25, $30, which we like, because that means the whole community has bought into the program rather than having a couple of $10,000 checks from just a couple of big players. So when a recipient comes in, they have 2 pieces of paper, one that says the size of their family One of the volunteers gets the appropriate size food box, and we have food boxes for families of 1 all the way up to families of 14. And they get that box, bring that, and then the other person takes the list of children and goes, we have all these gifts. It's impressive. 1,500 gifts, all gift wrapped on tables by age and sex. And they go and get the appropriate gifts, they bring them to the tables. Then we have more volunteer, the carry-out crew, and we carry it out to their vehicles.
It's hard to have Christmas without having heart-to-heart, I think.
It's so easy in society today, or in our culture today, to get caught up in all of the other things about Christmas. And here's this chance to step back and really get caught up in the spirit of giving.
There's a lot of ways you can get involved with Heart to Heart. You know, there's ways that you can interact with us via the Facebook. We have a page on Facebook where you can post comments, or you can ask questions, or you can connect with us on www.lyoncountyhearttoheart.com.